welcome to the LAC for today's MIAA matchup between the Vikings of St. John's Catholic Prep and your Concordia Prep Saints. Before we begin, we would like to start as we start all things in prayer. Heavenly Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, officials, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event and in all that we do. We pray for the safety of all participants, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace that you would provide us with the needed endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son. Amen. And now, please join me in honoring America with the playing of the national anthem. First, from the visiting Vikings, a sophomore, number 0, Kai Otto. A sophomore, number 5, Thomas McCaffrey. A sophomore, number 12, Dylan Peterson. A sophomore, number 24, Jason Obremski. And sophomore, number 33, Todd Browning. And now for the starting lineup for your Concordia Prep Saints. A sophomore, number 1, Makai Green. A sophomore, number 2, Ben Lucas. Sophomore, number 3, Maurice Johnson III. Freshman, number 23, Gavin Newberger. Freshman, number 33, Jonathan Couser. Freshman, number 15, Darius Daniels.
Good afternoon from the campus of Concordia Prep in the Lutheran Activity Center here in Towson, Maryland, for today's MIAA B Conference JV basketball matchup between the Vikings of St. John's Catholic Prep and your Concordia Prep Saints. My name is Peter Couser, along with John Miller here on the AC Sports Network. We've got 2 matchups this afternoon as St. John's Catholic Prep made the trek from Frederick here to Towson on an absolutely atrocious day to be outside, but a beautiful day to be in this gym calling this action. We'll have the JV game and then the varsity matchup to follow. Concordia Prep comes in 6-5 in the conference, 9-5 overall. St. John's Catholic Prep 3-6 in conference, 4-7 overall. These 2 teams locked up back earlier in January. Concordia Prep was victorious in that one, 62-22. But it's been a challenge here since Christmas break. A little bit of some changes with roster and in the throes of conference play. There's a three-pointer right off the bat from Todd Browning. Gets St. John's Catholic Prep on the board. Concordia Prep has lost a couple close battles in the last week, actually. Severn by 4, Indian Creek by 2. They did have a nice win over Friends back on Monday, 68-19. Big matchup with St. Mary's later this week. And to be in that top 4 and make the playoffs, it's imperative that Concordia Prep comes out strong today and gets this win. That three-point shot from Todd Browning goes out of bounds, and the Vikings will maintain possession. Concordia Prep coached by Maurice Johnson Jr., assistant coach Stephen Quillens, our trainer Olivia Dixon, athletic director Frederica Newman, our headmaster Brent Johnson. Got a foul called there on number 2, Kenyon Lucas. Stuart Wilson, the athletic director for St. John's Catholic Prep, head coach Quincy Hill working with the Vikings. And they get out quick to this 5-point lead. Was Dylan Peterson with the basket off that inbounds. So slow start here in the first minute for Concordia Prep. Still looking to take that first shot. Daniels operates up top, looking to go inside to Newberger, but they swing it around. Shot clock at 10. A long three from Lucas is no good. And a long rebound to Daniels. Big men working on this near side. Little feed inside. They're going to call a travel on Daniels. Right idea, trying to push inside, get to the basket. Both our JV and our varsity can get really streaky from the outside. And when it's falling, it's fun to watch. But trying to get inside will open up so much later. They can get some easy buckets inside. There's a foul on Couser, his first. It's going to be the team's second. It's going to be of the 2-shot variety now for Thomas McCaffrey, number 5. Misses on that first. The Vikings also played Archbishop Curley their last time out on Monday. Lost by 31, 61-30. Archbishop Curley undefeated in the conference, 9-0. And they call out of bounds. So just some mental mistakes here early. And again, other than one long three-point shot, that's all Concordia Prep has taken in this first minute and 40 seconds. We got to walk. So Todd Browning very active early on for the Vikings, but a turnover there. Mo Johnson III bringing it up now for the Saints. Newberger working that high post inside. Now he moves down to the low post. They're swinging it around all the way around to Lucas for 3. Good! Off the feed from Johnson. Saints on the board. Like to see that. They moved the ball well. He moved from one side of the court to the other, got that open look. Long shot. Rebound Saints. Here comes Johnson again. Weaving his way in traffic. Little roll is good, and it's tied. Vikings push. Crowd comes alive. A lot of students here today, a spirit night. And we got an offensive foul. Thomas McCaffrey. Number of folks have made the trek from Frederick to cheer on the Vikings. Big matchup today for our girls varsity playing at St. Mary's. Hopefully, sometime tonight we'll be able to give you an update on that one. 2 undefeated teams locking horns today. Behind the back, and they're going to catch Couser with another foul. So he's going to pick up his second real quick here this afternoon. And Kai Otto is going to go to the line. Free throws missed. VJ Harris going to check in for Couser after picking those 2 quick ones up. Harris has provided a good spark off the bench for the Saints. Both free throws missed, and Harris fighting for that rebound. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go Concordia Prep's way. So 0 for 4 in the free throw department early on for the Vikings. So you don't like to see Couser pick up his second early, but he did prevent that uncontested layup, challenged the shot, and we remain tied at 5. The bench is deep for this Saints team. If you look over there, you see there's a number of guys who can keep fresh legs as they need to today. Another walk, another turnover. Kai Otto getting word there from his coach, Quincy Hill, as he brings it up. Dribbles with the left hand, feeds in the corner to Browning. He gets a nice look, misses, and there's Harris with his second rebound and as many trips down the court. Lucas wanted to take that shot just a little bit longer than probably he wants to take there at this juncture in the game. And we got to walk again. Harris is shuffling his feet a little bit. A little bit of happy feet. About midway through the first quarter here. Again, if this is your first time here watching a game on AC Sports, it's the home of the Saints. You'll see other local contests as well. But hit that subscribe button if you would, and then you can stay up to date. I think they caught VJ Harris with that foul. And they're saying it's a shooting foul. So they're going to readjust here. There's some conversation, but the one referee said he was trying to get that shot up. So they're going to put him on the line. But you'll see lots of local contests in all sports here with the AC Sports Network. So again, please hit that subscribe button and you'll stay up to date. Whether you're watching here in the DMV or you're watching from around the country, keeping an eye on these young athletes. And that free throw's good, so they finally get one to go down. Kai Otto, 1 for 3 from the line. And the second one's good. We got a timeout on the floor called by the Saints. Coach Johnson going to have a word with his team. Going with a strong bow tie this afternoon. Quillen's with that pink sport coat. These guys always look the part. Good motivators, good coaches, working hard with these boys. Exciting time to be the Saint. Lots of football recruiting things happening. Spring sports are practicing with some off-season workouts. We've got musical auditions happened last week, and word's getting out today in terms of the roles various folks will play. Hairspray, end of April. Got a big alumni event, Oyster and Bull Roast, this Saturday night. Big Bid for Kids, our annual auction coming up in just a couple months. Flurry of activity here in the latter stages of January. Out of that timeout, Saints trail by 2. It's Lucas and Johnson. Johnson now passes over to Lucas to Newberger here on the near side. You got Darius Daniels now cutting through the lane. And you got VJ Harris where that pass was trying to go and didn't get there. Jason Abramski broke that up. Nice job by Lucas getting it to Johnson for the layup. And we're tied again. And we got a quick timeout now on the Vikings. So Kenyon Lewis from his back made that pass to Johnson. One thing, if you haven't watched a lot of either the JV or the varsity here on the boys' side, is when there's a run, it's most likely caused by the intensity of the defense. There's a lot of speed on the floor all the time. You'll see full court pressure here at some point, if not now. We'll see what happens coming out of this quick 30-second timeout. Again, the Vikings got up to a quick 5-0 lead. Browning hit that three to start. Peterson with a quick basket. But then the Saints battled back. Lucas hit that three. And now Mo Johnson III's hit the last two buckets. And we're knotted up at 7. Exciting if you were able to tune in a little later on. Varsity game at halftime. Our step team's going to perform at halftime. Ms. Heckle's been working hard with them. It's going to be fun to watch that. It's a good feed. Shots missed, but following his own shot, number 5, Thomas McCaffrey, but then he walks. He was in some traffic there, had 2 guys on him. Picked up that pivot foot. Again, we're here at the LAC, the Lutheran Activity Center on the campus of Concordia Prep. Private school here in Maryland, over 50 years old. Lucas for 3, in rotation, it's good. Actually, that's Mo Johnson. Sorry about that, Mo. He's got 7. Saints get their first lead. Now a trap up top. It's Makai Green. And we got a jump ball. It'll stay the way of the Vikings. So when there was a roster change that happened here a couple weeks ago, JV lost their number 1 scorer, Jalen Solomon, up to varsity. And one of the questions I know that the coaches have had is who's going to step up? Who's going to take a little more of the offensive leadership? And so far today, Maurice Johnson III's been doing that. There's a foul on the arm, and Browning's going to go to the line. They're going to catch Darius Daniels with that foul, his first. So 5 team fouls for the Saints. Only 1 so far for the Vikings. The Vikings have hit their last 3 free throws after missing their first 4. Browning good on both of those. Didn't barely move the net. Well, Saints cling to that 1-point lead. Michael Cade at the scorer's table, tucking his shirt in, ready to check into the game. Green now with a bounce pass into Daniels. Oh, a nice move and good. Little up fake. Gave him the real estate to make the easy 2 from the left side. His first 2, lead is 3. Let's pick up top, little jump step. Shot is good from Kai Otto. So his first basket from the floor, he's got 4. Lucas for 3. And it's good. So 3 3-point baskets for the Saints here in the first quarter, lead up to 4. 15-11. Through the legs is Otto. And it's stolen. Johnson pushing. Hits Green. Attempted a charge, and he gets the charge. Good position there. It's a shame because a lot of momentum had shifted here in the last couple dimes down the floor. Daniels now comes out. Cade checks in. It's a very young program here at Concordia Prep. Only 3 upperclassmen in the entire program. They're all on the varsity level. McCaffrey maintains control there, gets the bucket. So trading buckets right now. Saints got a little bunched up there offensively. They're going to reset, get the floor spread out. Right now running a 5 out, now a 4 out, 1 in. Newberger's the only one inside. Johnson for 3. They are hot from the outside. He's got 10. Fourth three-pointer here hit in the first quarter by the Saints. Lead up to 5. Nice move. He just split the defenders there. That one was off, but there to pick it up is Green, and he gets the offensive rebound and put back. So Green finds his way into the scorers column. Pass is deflected. They're jumping passing lanes right now. There's a nice 3. Well, we got a little bit of chatting going on with those in the stands. Caiado hits that 3. Shot at the buzzer's no good, and so after kind of a slow start, a lot of scoring here in the last 3 minutes. Saints lead 20-18. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Back at the Lutheran Activity Center, Concordia Prep, on a rainy, cold day here in Towson, Maryland. Shooting is hot. We saw 6 3-pointers between these two teams here in the first quarter. Saints got down 5-0 and then outscored the Vikings 20-13 the rest of the quarter. Lead by 2. There's way more math than I wanted to do right there. I made it harder on myself than I needed to, John. This backcourt combination of Johnson and Lucas accounted for 4 3-pointers and 16 of the 20 points. And there's a steal right there by number 12, Dylan Peterson, but then it's thrown away and right back to the Saints. Johnson pushes, finds Lucas in the corner for 3. It's short, long rebound. Number 11 pushes, and he's blocked as VJ Harris hustles down the court. And we're going to have a technical foul. You can be excited about the block, but you can't be talking to folks on the other team. It's been a little bit of a point of emphasis for these coaches. Guys get excited. They watch their counterparts in the college and pro level talk a little bit of noise. You can't do that here. I'm glad that referees are on that. Browning, he is not the guy you want to put at the line, although he does miss that one. He's 3 for 4 from the line. He's got 6 points in the game, and now the lead is 1. VJ comes out. Miles Billerus in for the Saints. Again, it's 7 fouls to 1 early on here, so the Saints have a little bit of foul trouble. Couser got 2 quick ones in the first quarter. Browning corrals that. Now they got to swing it around again. Some fancy dribbling. Shot clock at 6. He throws it up. It's no good. A battle for the rebound, and St. John's Catholic Prep comes away with it. You work hard on defense, but then you allow an offensive rebound. But there's a steal by Johnson. Quick shot goes up, no good. Saints fight for it. Billerus comes away with it. Cade over to Johnson. To Lucas for 3. No good. Billerus can't quite corral the rebound. A lot of guys shuffling in and out, just like I thought we might see here today from the Saints. Now Josh Parker comes in, number 4. He's going to give Ken Lucas a break. He leaves with 6 points thus far. Johnson leads the Saints with 10. On the flip side for the Vikings, Kai Otto with 7. Todd Browning with 6. Saints in that man-to-man, causing some havoc. Shot clock at 10. Long 3. No good. Otto's feeling it. He was backing up on that. Thought it was going down. Sometimes that basket looks huge, but it didn't go down. Cade tries to bounce pass in. That's a tough angle. Right idea. Mo's telling him, go ahead and take that shot. Again, we'll have the varsity game after this. Our girls on the road with a huge matchup. IAAM against St. Mary's. Shots missed. Mo in some traffic. Nice feed. Good to Parker for Mo. He ran that well in traffic. Saints content to pick him up at half court. Strong drive, little drop step. That's a nice move. Dylan Peterson with 4. Cade in that high post spot. Green just missed that. Went off the fingertips. Newberger in. Substitutions on the Vikings side as well. We're going to check it at halftime. I got a roster, but I didn't get numbers. So we're trying to figure that out as we go. If you're watching this and you're a Vikings fan, hang in there. We'll get you some names and numbers correct here, hopefully in the second half. That three-pointer had a little bit of flubber in that basketball. It flew over the backboard. You can Google that. There's a little Fred McMurray reference, absent-minded professor. Guess we're not probably getting Disney as a sponsor, but we can try. Newberger, oh, he turned around in some traffic. He brought that ball down, and he got it swiped. This is tight, 22-21. The first time these two teams met, Saints really pulled away. But again, these rosters are in a little bit of flux. You got people sick and injured and all kinds of things. So you never can take any team lightly here in the MIAA. Long rebound comes to the Vikings, but then a turnover. Saints have only scored 2 points here in this quarter. They've been outscored 3-2. Couser getting ready to check back in. Green swings it over to Parker. Lucas off the back iron. Big, strong rebound. Here come the Vikings. That's some big guys for St. John's Catholic Prep. A little shout out to Coach Nate Marr, their head varsity football coach. Coached here under Coach Battaglia. Great guy, great person. Do great things there at St. John's Catholic Prep. So if you're listening, you already know what I'm talking about. Saints getting a little bit sloppy with the basketball here in the second quarter. It's kind of how it was in the beginning of the first quarter. Very slow start for the Saints, and then they poured it on second half of the quarter. And look for the same here. It's a nice move. Otto has been tough. Getting to the rim. Vikings, retake the lead, 23-22. Green now with the ball on the far side. He swings it to Parker. Newberger's trying to flash. Now he sets a pick, trying to weave through. And we got a foul. Dylan Peterson. Again, that's only the second team foul by the Vikings. But they're also running a zone, so not as much right up in your face defense. We got a foul there on Browning. There's going to be 2 shots for Josh Parker. Again, coming into this game, Concordia Prep on the outside looking in on those top 4 spots you want to have for the playoffs. But they're not sitting in a bad spot. Unfortunately, they've had a tough run here as of late. With a couple close losses. But they're sitting 6-5. Puts them in about the 5th, 6th spot. Bunched up there with Chapelgate. St. Mary's right in front of them. Parker missed them both, but he's going to get a bonus on the shot, on the free throw violation. Little foot fault. Watched an NBA game not too long ago. Saw that happen almost on every free throw. Never called. Now that time, the shooter left early. And so, there you go. Easy come, easy go. Mo Johnson back in. Green heads out. Darius Daniels going to check in. And Parker's out. So we're kind of back to that starting 5 we saw for just a short time in the first quarter. See if we can put a little run together here, trailing by 1. Saints in a zone. And right there, no one boxed out number 30. So it's a 3-point cushion now for the Vikings. 2:38 left to go in the half. You just get the feeling this is going to be a dogfight right down to the end. Lucas fakes that pass, takes the shot. It's no good. Couser somehow gets that rebound as it's rattled around. Now they're battling again. Darius Daniels, and he steps out of bounds. Couldn't quite control it. You wonder here at some point when the Saints might go to some full court pressure. They've been content to sit back in the half-court man. But with this being a 3-point deficit, with just 2 minutes left to go in the first half, need a little more energy from this squad. It's a nice move by Browning. Couser met him there, went straight up, now got the rebound, and here come the Saints. They got out in front is Lucas, and he's fouled. They're going to call that, I believe, on the floor. They do. Dylan Peterson, now that's his second. Just the 4th team foul for the Vikings. Saints looking to tie or at least cut this to a 1-point game. Lucas tries to drive the basket, gets to Couser, and it counts. So the ball kind of got pushed from behind, and it went right to number 33, Jonathan. He put it in. He's going to get a free throw with a chance to tie. I like the dribble penetration there from Lucas. Even though that ball got slapped out, good things happen when you start working your way to the rim. And we're tied. So big 3-point play with 1:49 left to go in the half. Knotted up at 25. Very low scoring second quarter. Otto drives and dishes. Long outside shot, Dylan Peterson, and that clanks off the rim. But long shots sometimes bring long rebounds. And there, Johnson steals it. They got numbers. Pushes ahead to Lucas. Drives to the basket. And we call a travel. He saw the opening. Now Lucas is pulled up a little bit. I don't know if he stepped on somebody. He's working it out on the floor. From a distance, his shoes look like he's wearing Crocs. I know he's not. But he's hobbled a little bit. We'll see if he's able to continue to go. But it looks like Mekhi Green's going to come in for him here at the next dead ball. Saints pack in that 2-3 zone right now with Couser in the middle. Otto wants to drive. Oh, he came up and down with the ball. You got to call something, and they do. It's a walk. So good job by the Saints collapsing on defense there, giving some help when Otto drove. He's had a good first half. He's got 9 of the 25 for the Vikings. Quick substitution, McCaffrey back in for number 30, who leaves with 2 points. Again, we're going to check some numbers and names here at half. Had limited information. Green's going to bring it up. He's got him and Daniels in the backcourt. That's a different combination we're used to seeing. Newberger comes away with that loose ball, and he makes it. That's his first bucket. Saints back up by 2. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. 2 games here this afternoon. JV followed by our varsity. There's a strip by Lucas. He throws it ahead to Green. Left-hand layup is good. So a flurry of baskets here at the end of the half, and Saints, who were trailing just a moment ago, 3-point play, and then 2 buckets. And Browning now. Oh, now he's talking. So he's got 9. 1-point lead for the Saints. 10 seconds left to go in the half. Lucas for 3. He hits the 3! And at the buzzer, the Saints go into the half with that 4-point lead. So a huge finish for the Saints. Lucas hits his 3rd 3 of the half. 5 in the half for the Saints. And so we'll take a little intermission here. 32-28, Saints on top. We'll be back with the second half in about 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lutheran Activity Center, the LAC as it's called, here on the campus of Concordia Prep, Towson, Maryland. We've got a great basketball game here between the Vikings of St. John's Catholic Prep and your Concordia Prep Saints. Saints up 32-28. But the Vikings start out with the basketball going from right to left as you're watching here on this AC Sports Network live stream. That shot is missed by Obremski, and Newberger comes away with the rebound. Saints start the way they started this game. Darius Daniels with the ball now. He's trying to go into Newberger. You got Couser on the far side. Lucas puts that little shot up, and look, he can make two-pointers too. How about that? He had 3 threes in the first half, comes out, hits that two. Biggest lead of the game for the Saints, believe it or not, it's 6. We've got a foul on the floor. I think they're going to catch Mo. That's his first. Jonathan Couser with 2 fouls, the only one with 2 for the Saints. Dylan Peterson with 2 for the Vikings, the only one with 2 for them. Saints have been content to kind of pack in this zone. Browning misses that 3, got another good look. He's been hot. He led them with 9, along with Todd. He had 9, and Kai Otto had 9 in the first half. Now ahead to Daniels in traffic. Beautiful. Body control and bucket. He's got 4. Now Jonathan Couser hustles back to be on Browning, and he's going to reset to Otto. A lot of the offense has gone through Browning and Otto today. That little shot's no good, but taken back. It's Thomas McCaffrey took that away from Couser. Browning is going to shoot that 3. Misses everything. Crowd lets him know it, and now it's dribbled off the foot of Thomas McCaffrey. It's going to go back to the Saints. Saints up 8. Key stretch here for the Vikings. Saints won convincingly in Frederick just a couple weeks ago, but this one has been tight. If you're just tuning in, the Vikings went up 5-0. Saints battled back to tie. They led 20-18 after 1, and then a pretty low scoring first 6 minutes of the second half. Shot is good, and it goes with the foul. Newberger on that miss. He's going to get a chance for a 3-point play, and this has quickly swelled to a 10-point lead. It was a 4-point advantage at the half. Saints went on a nice run right at the end of the half. Couser got a 3-point play and then a couple quick buckets, and it went from a 3-point deficit to a 4-point lead. Newberger says, net, you can stand still with that free throw. It just drops. Lead is 11. Long 3-pointer from Otto, and the long rebound goes to the Vikings, who drive. Shots missed. Another shot missed. And now another 3-point play. Opportunity, this time for McCaffrey, as Newberger commits that foul. That's his first. So the first basket for the Vikings here in the second half, and it's a big one because the lead had gone up to 11. The Saints actually limited them to 1 shot a couple times down the floor, but that time a few offensive rebounds, and that hurt the Saints. Another big matchup for our girls today. They are undefeated, playing another undefeated team in their conference matchup at St. Mary's. Mo Johnson has 12, and now we got a steal. It's missed by Lucas, but there's Darius Daniels. Little floaters missed. So somehow Saints maintain possession, and Daniels is fouled. So a little bit of full court pressure. We talked about this towards the end of the half. Would we see it? And we did. And there's a foul called. I did not catch who that foul was on. But Darius Daniels is going to go to the line, try and add to the 4 points he has. Nice soft touch. 10-3 run to start the second half. Some substitutions now for the Vikings, trying to find the right combination. Daniels makes them both. Saints were just 1 for 4 from the foul line in the first half. Lead is 12, largest lead of the game. Browning one to shoot that three. There the ball's tipped, and here goes Lucas. 1-on-2, he gets fouled, throws it up. He's going to go to the line. Like the aggressiveness we've seen here to start the second half on both ends of the floor. Not content for the three. Thomas McCaffrey, I believe, picked up his second there. But pushing to get to the basket. It's Lucas' first time at the charity stripe this afternoon. That one goes around and out. We're going to reconfigure the coordinates here on this one and drain it. Lead is 13. Lucas with 12. Newberger tries to cut in front of that pass. And a timeout called by the Vikings, a 30-second timeout. Coach Mo, Coach Steve applauding his effort of their team right now as they came out on fire here in the second half. This first quarter got off to a slow start, but ended up being 20-18 after one, but then a very low-scoring second quarter. And now we've seen similar to what we saw at the latter stage of the first quarter, the way the Saints have come out, very aggressive. Seven guys in the scorebook already for the Saints. 6 have scored for the Vikings. Coach Mo's got his starting 5 here on the floor so far in this third quarter. A few substitutions have been made by the Vikings. Their bench is a little thinner than the Saints bench. A lot of substitutions in the first half for Coach Johnson. Otto and Browning, those are the two guys where almost everything's flown through today. It's a nice feed from the big man, Brett Groshek. There's Browning for 3. That one's off. Couser works hard for that rebound, and here come the Saints. Lucas, eyes up. Mo to Lucas. Misses. And now off to the races. No one picked up McCaffrey, who got in there for that follow. So good job of transition defense to stop the initial attacker, Cameron Holloman. But that easy offensive rebound and putback cuts the lead to 11. Saints are going to slow it down here a little bit, run a little clock. Vikings have been packing in that zone. Newberger from the elbow. No good. Couser battles for that rebound. McCaffrey and Darius Daniels fight for a little flailing of elbows. The referees settle them down a little bit. Saints on the possession arrow will have the basketball with 18 on the shot. Oh, it was a great look. We had a great view of it from here, didn't we, John? Was right there, and Newberger froze and stopped, or he could have walked in. Well, not walked, because that would have been travel, but he would have had an easy, uncontested layup. Lucas fought in front of that, got it, tipped away to Newberger, now back to Lucas. He pulls up from 15, in and out, just over the outstretched arm of Couser. Feed now inside, there's a walk. Brett Groshek couldn't stop. Did a good job of cutting down that lane in the passing lane. He's hobbled up a little bit. Nicholas Obeson checks into the game, number 30. Makai Green into the game, giving Darius Daniels a breather. Makai had 4 in the first half. Johnson over to Lucas. Those two guys have been fun to watch this afternoon. 5 3-pointers between them. It's a little shot from the corner, around and out, It's going to stay the way of the Saints. Couser and McCaffrey battled, and it was tipped out by the Vikings. McCaffrey disagrees. She's not going to win that. I know, because I used to be that guy. I would lobby, but wouldn't get that call once they've made up their mind. Nice feed. Newberger misses. Green goes over the top of Browning to get that rebound. He somehow gets Couser. Foul. They're going to catch McCaffrey, and I believe that's 3 fouls on McCaffrey. So the Saints do a good job of moving the basketball there in traffic. Couser comes away with that shot. He's going to go to the line with 2. He's got 3 in the game. He had a 3-point play to tie it late in the first half, right before the Saints went on their run to get that 4-point advantage at the break. Rattles that first one home. The only sophomores that we've seen in this game here today, it's all freshmen for this Saints squad. Mekhi Green, Kenyon Lucas, and Mo Johnson III. Nate Douglas also on this team. But everybody else is freshmen. Jonathan hits them both. So he's got 5. Lead is 13, and they're looking to trap. Couser jumps in front of that. Oh, they caught the foul. Looked good from here, but again, sometimes the appearance of a foul, and you get called for the foul. So that's 3 on Couser. I think he's probably more upset about that. Good aggressive play. VJ Harris coming in for him, and VJ doesn't have any points, but he's made an impact. Oh, there's an over and back. We'll take it right back. It's an easy call from right here where we're sitting, our perch straight up the bleachers. From your vantage point, watching on the screen, I'm sitting about 5 feet from there, so we had a good view of that. Saints trying to add to this game-high advantage of 13. Lucas pulls up, and I love to see that. We talked about sometimes this team can get content shooting threes. There, he could have forced a 3, but instead, one dribble, got that 14-footer and made it. Browning now drives. Harris gets the block, but Browning stays with it. It's his first basket in the second half. He had 9 in the first half. He's got 11 in the game. Lead is 15 for the Saints. And this was just a 4-point advantage at halftime. Lucas, quick run, and they're going to call the walk. Yep, before the contact, he took an extra step. But I love, again, that he's driving to the basket. Up by 13, there's no need for 3-pointers unless it's wide open. There's Harris, hops in front of the passing lane. Ahead to Lucas, can he get there? No. But it really looks like that was a point of emphasis from Coach Quillins and Coach Johnson. Keep attacking, keep attacking. Get some fouls called. Lucas now with that steal, a spin. Oh, that's pretty. He's got 7 in the second half, 16 as he leads all scorers in this one. Oh, guys are tangled up. You got to call something. He's still holding on to him. Johnson went for that steal. There was a little contact on that attempt. Wow, and they're going to call that on Concordia Prep. There was all kinds of action going on there from Kai Otto. And Mo is just along for the ride. Otto now trying to attack. Shot from the corner is short. There's Green. Big, strong rebound, and they're out running again. Now they can run some clock, up by 15. Lucas, again attacking. He was a little further away from the basket than he wanted to be when he left his feet. Offensive rebound, up, deflected. Newberger battling. He's got his arms wrapped around him, but they call a jump. Nine times out of 10, you see a guy with his arms wrapped around the back of a guy, you got to call a foul. And that's what Coach Johnson is pointing out there. He's not asking for a bear hug. So on the possession arrow, Browning's going to inbound for the Vikings. But the Saints with some intense defense here. Browning gets an open look, but that's short. Saints are really wearing them down a little bit with the intensity on defense. Otto with that fake. They're trying to trap. Browning's going to launch again. He's going to get that one. And we got a timeout on the floor with 1:09 left to go in the third quarter. Saints lead 50-38. This has been a 18-point quarter so far for the Saints, only outdone by that first quarter where they scored 20. But there's still some ticks left on the clock here in the third quarter. And we've got the varsity game a few minutes after this one. We've got the girls. We're keeping eyes on that game as they play this afternoon. The IAAM B Conference, St. Mary's against Concordia Prep. Something's got to give. St. Mary's 18-0 overall, 9-0 in the conference. Concordia Prep 17-2. They've won 9 straight. They're 9-0 in the conference. Game is starting in 15 minutes, and my roving reporter, Paul, is going to give us some updates. If we get one before we go off the air with this first live stream, we'll give it to you. If not, come back for the varsity game here, and we'll keep you up to date on that game as well. Saints got off to a hot start here in the third quarter. Lead got up to as much as 15. It's at 12 now after that 3 by Browning. Browning's had a great basketball game this afternoon. He's hit 3 threes. He's got 14 in the game. Otto with 9 in the first half, but no points here in the second half for the Vikings. Playing for Quincy Hill. We got Green, who passed it in to Lucas in the backcourt here. Parker in the game as well. Lucas pulls right up, gets an open look, misses. Green with a fadeaway, misses. Newberger rattle around. VJ tried to get it. And now Parker all over Holloman. They're trying to poke it away, trying to trap. Now Otto swings it over to Browning again, fakes. VJ got him with a little kick as he flew by him. And that's Harris's second. 15 foul now on the Saints, so we're getting really close to this becoming a little more of a free throw matchup with penalty situation. 5 team fouls for the Saints, 4 for the Vikings. Browning wants to shoot that 3. If I'm the Saints here, I'll let anybody else beat me but Browning, because he's the guy that can bring you back with some threes. And there he is in the corner. But he misses everything there, and Newberger catches it. So the Saints can play for 1. Shot clock is off. Strong quarter from the Saints. They've extended this lead. They've outscored the Vikings by 8 here in the third quarter to this point. Lucas now. He's got Harris on the near side, calling for that screen. Doesn't use it. 3 seconds, 2 from the corner. Oh! It's good! From the corner. Are you kidding me? Ken Lucas said, this afternoon, this is my game. And we go to the fourth quarter with a 15-point lead for the Saints. Oh, that's a huge 3. Nothing the defender could do right there. That was all Ken Lucas making it happen. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just 1 minute. Welcome back to Concordia Prep. We head to the fourth quarter of this JV matchup, B Conference matchup between the Vikings of St. John's Catholic Prep making the drive in from Frederick against your Concordia Prep Saints. Saints outscore the Vikings 21-10 in the third quarter. Saints led by 2 after 1, 4 after 2, and have extended it to 15 on that crazy 3 from the corner by Ken Lucas. Lucas with a huge third quarter. He had 10 in the third. He's got 19 in the game. Parker for 3, misses everything. But they are not letting up defensively. They got to call a foul there. Oh, they called a jump. Parker climbed over him. Holman got up, kind of working it looks like me getting out of bed in the morning a little bit, the way he was moving his shoulders. Little crick in the neck. Couple substitutions here for the Vikings. Couser back on the floor along with VJ, Lucas, Parker, and Green. Shot clock at 5. Browning gets blocked. Shot clock at 2. We got a push on number 33. There's going to be a shot clock violation. The way that ball was far away from anybody getting a shot off with 2 seconds left on it. VJ with some good minutes there in the third quarter. Checks out. Darius Daniels in. So you got Green and Lucas. Darius Daniels, Parker, and Couser. Lead is 15, matches the largest that they've had here this afternoon. Vikings continue to pack in that zone. Sorry, it's Mo Johnson, not Lucas. Lucas gets a break after that crazy three-pointer. Johnson, the ball hits that little wire hanging down. Lucas and Johnson, to me, they are 2 peas in a pod. So oftentimes I'll call one the other, and it's really because they just bring such similar gifts. They work so well together. They can run, they can hit the 3. They play some just tough defense up top. Look at Parker right now. They're going to try and work into a trap situation. Just slow down this offense a little bit. Browning's going to get that 3. It's short. So he's cooled off a little bit, at least for the present time. With a minute and a half gone by here in the fourth quarter. Nobody's scored yet. And that ball goes off the hands of Nicholas Obeson. Saints need to continue to attack. They don't need those 3-pointers. I know we saw an attempt a moment ago, but what was the bread and butter in the third quarter was driving hard to the basket, hitting open men, and then it was getting some steals and transition points. Johnson. There's Daniels with the follow. It's short. It looked like it was tipped. And there's Green, lanky arms. Gets it to go. He's got 6. Biggest lead of the game, 55-38. Saints trying to battle here in the B Conference to make the playoffs, and good hustle there by Otto. But you know what? Block out of bounds means it's still Saints ball. 27 on the shot clock. McCaffrey checks in. Obeson checks out. Johnson's going to take the ball out of bounds. They got a little bit of a stack with Green hiding up top. Comes around a screen. Oh, now he gets a little inbounds pass and can't handle it. A little bounce pass. It's one of those where coach will say, if you have your hands up already, it's going to be right there. You got to expect it. Parker is just running back and forth, just trying to slow him down a little bit. They feed down. Couser hops out so Browning can't take that 3. Oh, and they're going to catch Couser. I'm going to blame that on Couser jeans because that's a big – we got big feet in the Couser household. That is going to be a foul on Couser. That's his 4th. Newberger's going to check in. Next dead ball. Browning driving baseline. I don't know how he didn't step out of bounds, but he did a nice job. So he's got 7 in the second half. He's got 16 in the game. Again, I think if I'm the Saints, I let anybody but Browning beat me. And he's played a fine game this afternoon. Green for 3. Again, I'm not sure we need that. Couser's there to clean it up. Puts it in. Offensive rebound. He's got 7. Lead back up to 17. 5 minutes left to go. McCaffrey pushes. Feeds inside. Jason Abrinsky. Browning drives, and they're going to get a charge. So Couser with 4 stands in there and takes that charge. Love to see that. Browning picks up, I believe, his 3rd, and now Newberger comes in for Couser. Gets a nice hand from the bench. Parker now to inbound to Johnson. Lucas getting a nice long break on the bench after a thrilling way to end the 3rd quarter. That may be the most fun shot I've seen in this court this year, other than Haley Ford with our girls hitting her 1,000th point in her career. It was a big moment in a must-win game here at home. Newberger kind of faded there. I think if he sets himself and goes up strong, he probably at least gets a foul called there. We got a moving screen. Oh, we got a timeout. I thought he was going to call a moving screen there for a minute. He was pointing. The referee's pointing at you. You kind of look behind you and hope he's not looking at you. Varsity game will take place a few minutes after this one's done. It's supposed to be 6 o'clock, but we know that's not going to happen. Standing room only. Gym packed at St. Mary's for that IAAM matchup between our Saints and St. Mary's. 2 undefeated teams. Saw even a little write-up today on their website. Watched our girls play here last Friday. They struggled a little bit and then came out Saturday morning in this public versus private game and just looked great. Was talking to one of their coaches yesterday. Saw some of the players walking the halls today, and they were excited for the opportunity today. They're here Friday night. We're going to live stream that game, too, with AC Sports, I believe. 6:30 or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. I say 6:30 because usually those other games run long, and there is a JV game beforehand. But 6 o'clock Friday night against Gerstel, who also is having a great season. Gerstel sitting at 6-2 in the conference, so they're sitting 5th. So Concordia Prep, I also believe, has St. Timothy's next week. So they play 3 of the top 4 teams in the conference over the next week. Lead is 17. Lucas trying to check back in, but they're going to wait until the next dead ball. Lead is 17. Josh Parker doing a great job up top on defense, and now he cuts in front right on cue and gets that steal. He's got some strong North Carolina Tar Heel colored shoes on. Comes off that pick from Darius Daniels. Now Mo with the basket. 4 in the second half. 14 in the game. Lead is now 19. Trap, look out. Here comes Johnson. And he's fouled. It's a little frustration foul by Otto. They've played a terrific first half, and in the second half, the Saints came out, and I don't know what Coach Maurice Johnson Jr. told his team, but it fired him up here in front of the home crowd. Johnson gets that one. So he's got 15 in the game. 15 for Johnson, 19 for Lucas. That's 34 of the 60. Misses that one. Every route they can. And now we see the pressure extend a little bit for the Vikings. Now it's in the hand of Lucas. They can run some clock. Johnson now holds over to Lucas. He's going to get trapped in the corner, but he swings it to Johnson. Shot clock at 12. Still no hurry. Newberger, he's going to take that shot. Misses. Rattled around. There's Green with the left hand. So he's cleaned up a couple offensive rebounds with putbacks, and the lead now is 20, 62-42. Again, this was a 4-point game at the half. Browning drives, gets that one to fall. He continues to get his points here this afternoon. Full court pressure again. Daniels, good bounce pass. They don't have to hustle, but they're still moving fast. You got a team that likes to run. It's hard to slow them down. Now Coach Quillens is like, back it up, slow it down. Nice drive, and that's going to be a block. Try to get a charge, but wisely, Mekhi Green went around him. This is Mekhi Green's first time at the free throw line. He misses that one. Some changes here now for both teams. Number 22, Nate Douglas, sophomore, checks in for the Saints. Concordia Prep will go to St. Mary's on Friday. That's where our girls are right now. Good hustle there by Green. He missed both free throws and then hustled back and got that steal. Now run some clock. 2 minutes left in the game. St. John's Catholic Prep will go play Archbishop Curley at Archbishop Curley on Friday, so it doesn't get any easier for them. Newberger with the follow. Soft touch, doesn't go. Browning is being double teamed. Saints are still giving full court pressure because that's what they do. Mo gets that steal. He's got a man in front of him. Left-handed layup missed by Green. Here comes the Vikings, and the Saints jump in front of that and knock it out of bounds on Otto. I love everything I've seen defensively from the Saints here in the second half. We've had charges. We've had many steals off of the pass, anticipating. Not many open shots, particularly around the basket. Douglas missed that one. Like to see him come in right away and get that shot. In and out. No need to foul, but we do. And there's going to be a clearing out of the bench right now. Nicholas Obeson. He's got 2 points in the game. He's going to the line. Gets that one to fall. The Vikings missed their first 4 free throws, and then they've been really, really good since then. They made 5 of 6 at the end of the first half. They've made both here in the second half. They missed that one there. I was about to add it all up for you, but that's a lot of math. They've made more free throws than they've missed. How about that? Cade fires it over to Billeris for 3. Oh, my. Comes right in. Stone cold 3 from Billeris. Leads up to 20. Browning. I see your 3, and I meet your 3. He's got 12 points in the second half. You got to be alert over there. Turn around, Shatton, and somebody just got hit with a basketball. .21 in the game for Todd Browning, sophomore for the Vikings. 33 seconds left to go in the game. Browning's going to launch another one. That one's short, but it goes off the hands of Bryant Watkins, who checked in just a few moments ago. B.J. Oden, number 15, in as well, along with Nate Douglas, 22, and Michael Cade, number 14. Everybody getting in on the action here this afternoon. No need to foul. Let that clock run. Three-pointer. No good. Everybody jumps for it, and it goes out near the three-point line. And we do have a foul, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 situation. 12 seconds left to go. Saints with a huge win here this afternoon. They'll go to 7-5 in the conference, 10-5 overall. Puts them right in the thick of it for one of the last couple playoff spots as they come down the stretch. Dylan Peterson with his first free throw made. He's got 5 in the game. Out of bounds to the Saints. St. John's Catholic Prep will fall to 3-7 in conference, 4-8 overall. Little trap here to finish this game. They got to get it across half court, beat the 10-second. And they do. And that's going to do it at the buzzer. Shot's not going to matter. 65-49. Final score, Saints over the Vikings in this JV matchup, MIAA B Conference. We'll have the varsity game also on a live stream here on the AC Sports Network in a few moments. But for now, for John Miller, this is Peter Couser. Thanks for tuning in. Final score, Saints 65, Vikings 49. We'll see you in a few minutes with the live stream for our varsity matchup. But for now, be safe and go Saints.